So your precious you time is suddenly being ripped away from you because your child won't nap. And then you find yourself bickering like an old married couple with a 3-foot Muppet. It's time to nap!
It's time to play!
Nap time. It's one of the only times of the day that you can get your house clean, do your work, or even just sit down and watch something that isn't Cocomelon. So what do? Well, I'm going to answer that question for you today, and I think the answer might actually make your life easier, because it did for me. So keep watching till the end to find out how. My name is Ariel, and I have a 3-foot Muppet that recently stopped napping. Studies show that about 20% of 2-year-olds have stopped on naps, and by the 3rd birthday, 43% of kids no longer nap. So if you have a younger toddler around the age of 1 to 2, then they may not be done napping, but rather a recent milestone, such as talking back to your mother, may be so exciting to them
It's time to play!
that it causes a regression in sleep. In this case, wait it out and see. They may start napping again in a week or two because regressions are totally normal. But how do you know if your child is having a regression or if they're just totally done with that nap in life?
I'm done.
Well, are they able to skip their naps without extreme crankiness and whining that makes us mothers want to bang our head against the pillow and take a nap ourselves? Like this video if you need a nap. But if they are their totally normal, happy selves, then they could possibly be done with naps. There's other factors to consider. Let me ask you this. When they do nap, do they still go to bed at a normal time? Or do you find them going to bed much later than usual, like 2 hours later? That could be another sign. Their nighttime sleep is also something to keep in mind. Craig Keener-Perry, who is a pediatric sleep physician, said that good nighttime sleep habits are essential to improving your child's naps. If your child struggles to fall asleep in the evening or wakes up multiple times during the night, your first priority should be teaching them to fall asleep at bedtime. Oh yeah, sleep training. I sleep trained my son at 2. That was not fun. It's a stubborn age. But if you want quiet time and well-rested children, then consider sleep training. This might help. If you do go the route of sleep training at bedtime and you still struggle with naps, then it's not unheard of to sleep train at nap time.
Say what?
This is exactly what I had to do. I also recommend that you treat nap time like bedtime. Do you read books before bed? Then read books before nap. Do you put your child to bed in pajamas? Then put them down for nap in pajamas. Are you enjoying this video? Then subscribe to my channel. If you treat nap time like bedtime, then it will become familiar and their brains will be like, yeah, I know what's going on. Insert sleep hormones. Maybe. I don't know. But what I do know is blackout curtains are a must. If you don't have them, then you need to get them because nobody is sleeping when there's light shining through your curtain. So if you've tried all these things and nothing is working, then perhaps your child is done napping. But don't cry yet. This can be good news. So back to the question of this video, the reason you clicked. What do you do when your child stops napping? You transition to quiet playtime. And I will tell you exactly how to do that. But first, I want to answer the question of why this is a good thing. Number 1, your child will start going to bed earlier or they'll start sleeping in later. So in the end, you're actually getting more free time because you're still getting your free time during quiet play if you do it right. And 2, it's actually extremely beneficial for your kids to learn how to play independently. Studies show that independent play helps kids build their creativity and critical thinking skills. It also helps them to learn how to self-regulate their emotions, teaching them patience and impulse control. So how do you do it? How do you transition? There's a few things you can try, depending on if you are a gentle and sympathetic mom, or if you are a tough mom.
I'm in charge around here. I put you into this world. I could take you out.
Let me know in the comments what kind of mom you are. So I'll list out your options and you can choose from there. But before I get into these ways, you need to get one of these stoplights. It's a visual timer that basically tells your child when it's time to come out of the room. So I will link it in the description if you want to purchase it. Okay, so let's get into the first way that you can try to transition your child to quiet playtime. Give them 2 options. You can either 1, play quietly in your room, or 2, take a nap. This gives them power. They get to make their own choice. That's exciting for these little people. So they may think, I get to choose? I get to play quietly? How awesome is that? I choose playing. Now, if they keep calling you back to the bedroom, which they probably will the first day or 2, no problem. You just tell them that if you cannot play quietly, then you're gonna have to go in your bed and take a nap instead. And you may have to show them that you mean what you say and put them in their bed. They will quickly learn that they have to be quiet if they want the option of playing. That is one way you can try. Another option is you can start slowly, maybe just 10 to 15 minute increments to begin with, and then you can increase it over time. Tell your child what to expect. Put on the timer if you have one, and give them specific toys that are only available to them during this quiet playtime, making it a positive experience for them. It's also smart to rotate these toys so that they don't get bored, and hopefully after doing this for a couple of weeks, you can be up to an hour of quiet playtime. And the last option for these rough and tough moms is you can tell your child that if they're not gonna stay in their bedroom, then you're gonna start taking away toys.
Say what?
I've used this at bedtime because my son sleeps with his toys, and he wasn't staying in bed, so if he came out of his room more than once, then I would take a toy away. And he quickly learned to stop coming out of his room unless he really needed something. So when they are done with quiet play, make sure to verbally reward them by telling them how proud you are of them for staying in their room and being quiet, and how great of a job they did. Some mothers like to give their child a snack afterward as a reward. Whatever you want to do. My son plays quietly every day for about 90 minutes, and he only calls for me when he has to go potty. When he stopped napping, I was so worried that I was gonna have no time to get anything done, so teaching him how to play quietly has been a lifesaver. Please leave any questions in the comments for me, and check out this video where I show you my organized bedtime routine. I also have free bedtime printables, so click here to find them, and I hope to see you soon.